beautiful women.
Yeah, I mean, well, beautiful women are drawn to me. Amanda was, I give Amanda credit for McKay in many ways, because, you know, as a guest star, if you come in, you're not in a position of power. Like, you're like the new kid on the block. You're like, oh, you know, and you're not playing that character. It's hard to come in as McKay, like, McKay is such a dick, but, you know, like, you want him to come in, and I think if you don't have an actor that allows you to do that, you know, like, if there's someone pulling rank on you, and I mean that as an actor as opposed to as a character, like, there are some people who just aren't open to, like, giving up the control in a scene, and I think you have to give up the control to be the victim in the scene. And she was so, like, just, you know, nurturing in that regard, like, helping me with, like, you know, I was like, oh, what? Now, of course, it's like, that kind of stuff. And, you know, all this stuff that I didn't understand and all this jazz. And so she basically allowed me to be a jerk. You know, and without that, it wouldn't have run true. You know what I mean? So she really let me sort of enjoy myself, and that was, I'll always be very thankful to her for that. She's just such a giving actor. I mean, you know what I mean? She's just, I'm so proud of her with Sanctuary and stuff. The way she's just really just, you know, she's just the driving force behind that thing. It's just, and many things. I mean, in her charity work and everything. I mean, I can't say. She's damn nice. Makes us all look bad. Yes.
So
Or you just say peace.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
peace as well.
yes.
Yeah, peace and goodwill.
Yeah, indeed.
The scene in the sinking puddle jumper where she was your...
Crazy Under Pressure?
Yeah, she was your dream girl.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. How did you feel with all that, especially...
How do you feel? What do you think? That's actually interesting, because first off, she was breastfeeding at the time. She had to keep taking off to feed the kid. And for some reason, I don't think this is my wife checking up on me, but my wife decided to visit set that episode. So she was reading off-camera lines for me. So some of the off-camera stuff I was doing to Jane while Amanda was off, you know, feeding the kid, or rehearsing the scene. I always did the scene with Amanda. She's always there for me for off-camera stuff, but you know, rehearsing and stuff. And Jane was so cute because she, you know, we're in a half-submerged thing, you know, giant wave tank in the University of British Columbia. And I'm zipping around a little submarine thing, between takes and stuff. And then coming back and doing the lines, she said, I suddenly realized it's difficult. Like, if you're not used to it, it's difficult to sort of go action and say the lines, and there's people floating by and lights dropping, and there's just so many things going on. I guess you sort of forget. It's kind of neat having that perspective of someone who isn't a part of this strange. I love it on set. The sets, something about sets that it's just so, you feel so alive. It's almost, I mean, it's almost primal. Like, it's just the excitement of, you know, oh my God, we got to get, no matter what you're shooting, by the end of the day, you don't have enough time to shoot it. So there's always that tension. There's always sort of, there's just so many people. It's like an army, you know, people doing stuff. And I think that's why I like directing so much, is that I guess I get to be on set even more. Because as an actor, it's like, sort of, yeah, okay, I'm going to copy, you know. And then the rest of people frantically doing all the work. Like, everyone's work, when you're an actor, all the work is done between your work. You know what I mean? So you sort of wander in, and it's very easy to feel like it's all about you. And the reality is, the majority of the day is other people doing their work, you know. There's a term that I hate they use in the States a lot, which is the talent. They say, okay, bring in the talent. And I'm always like, like, if you're the guy who's just built the frickin' set, and then you get like, okay, you're finished, bring in the talent. I always feel like, you know, sorry about that, nice set. Talent's here, you know. So it's, you know, I think that, you know, I guess it's a product of the Hollywood system, and the fact that there are names and stars and all this stuff. But one of the things that was really cool about Stargate was that the cast and crew, it's felt like one big crew. You know what I mean? It's like it's all a crew. You know, and then unless you ask other people about it, then I was the talent. Yes.
That's a while back.
Nice sight. At 5 yes, 5
Looking away from Cuba, short budget, yes, I shot things. Really intense this acting guest.
Yeah.
It was that special thing.
Yeah, oh, totally.
It was really genuine.
Well, I truly believe that the most unpleasant things to shoot are the best things to watch. Because the camera, whether it be video or film or whatever, it picks up that energy. And nothing I can do either, but it just, there's like a, you know, people will say like, there are actresses who I won't name names, who I can't stand, who I've worked with, and people go like, wow, you've got like such chemistry, and I'm like, that's just entry. You know what I mean? It gets picked up as ooh attraction, or it gets picked up as, you know, whatever. And but the reality is, it's the camera just picking up that kind of tension. The worst films to watch, I think the big problem that all of you have these huge movies is that everyone's like, you know, hey, cool, we got like, you know, a half a page to shoot today. How did this thing? I'm going over a coffee. It's like so relaxed, and everyone gets to do things over and over and over again until it's perfect in their mind. And to me, the thing about film is that it's a happy accident. Like in Dr. Breakfast, I was such a controlling freak, and I wanted them to all bend the way. Why don't the actors bend like this in the pay? I do a picture. Why doesn't it do that? Do that! You know, like gravity doesn't work that way, you moron. You know, physics demand that they will be broken in two if you yes, but it looks funny here. It doesn't look funny. But what you realize is that, you know, the stuff that you can't dream of is so much better than anything you can plan. I don't think you should improv everything. I don't believe in that either. But I think that if you get too, you know, it's like childbirth. How's that for a segue? The people who had kids who were most unhappy with the process were the ones who were struggling to have kids a certain way. Who were like, I have a birth plan, and I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And the reality is, and we discovered this so quickly on, I don't know how, but I probably did, my wife's a lovely person. Just that if you just go like, you know what, I want just whatever's necessary to keep the kid happy and alive, and we had like such a great experience, and there's so many other people who had this very specific idea of what they wanted, and I think the same thing happened with film, which is kind of like giving birth in some ways. I mean, painful and drawn out, sleepless. It's exactly like that. Except I'm not a woman, so I really can't say that. But it's the same thing. Where it's the stuff that happens that you're not expecting that works so much better than the things you plan. Because in your head, you have a way things want to be, and the fact that you can think it up immediately makes it less interesting than something that just happens sort of serendipitously. Yeah. So that's what we found, anyways. That was my experience. Yes.
Since John always got the girls, how did you feel when McKay finally got Hella?
It was inevitable, really. He did a lot of kirking. I mean, it was, he was more the strong, silent type. He let the ladies come to him.
Are you kidding?
I was always, I think Jules Day put it best in a Twitter where someone said like, why would you end up with McKay, basically? And she said, oh no, I'm with McKay. It's just all of our babies look Samoan. Jewel, for some reason I'm very amusing to Jewel because she just can't believe how old and out of touch I am for someone my young age. But I remember I said, oh, I trying to be cool one morning. I was like, oh, I really like this new song called whatever it was. And she just starts laughing her ass off. It's like, you just completely mispronounced the entire rap artist's name. I do like this rock and roll song that I downloaded from the interweb. So she was always, it's always, we have so much fun hanging out with Matt, and Matt is her husband's lovely husband, Paul, who I actually put in the Evil Snow Monkey movie. He's fantastic. He's just very funny, and the two of them together are just the coolest couple in the world. Jane and I would like to be them when we grow up. Yeah, or next time. McKay, I think it would be like a diary thing, maybe. I would be just talking by myself to a diary. I don't know. That's their job. I mean, it's so impossible to wrap up 5 years in one episode, and I think it was a big shock to everybody that we didn't do a 6th season. I think a lot of the writers were a bit surprised. So I think that there's there was sort of, it was one, to me, it sort of fell between two stools in that it wasn't a wrap up, but it also, you know, wasn't a cliffhanger. Like there was, so I felt like it fell between the two types of episodes. I mean, I don't blame them, I don't fault them for it. It's just, how do you end something like that? You know? I mean, there's such, the characters are so, I wouldn't want it, you know how I would have ended it? I would have ended it with Vegas. Because Vegas was so bizarrely, like, I would love people just going like, okay. And then he's like, you know, he's dying in the sand. I mean, I think it was just a, excuse me, I ate the cheese. There was a cheese play, actually, it was great. I love the idea of it being sort of very Sopranos in its end. It's something that's very, you know, you sort of go like, that's the end?
Okay.
So I think that's probably what I would have, now in hindsight would have done, because it's easy for me, like it's done now, right? So they were the ones who had to go, I don't know, maybe we're going to get picked up there, we won't, you know, so. San Francisco.
I read that you're reprising your role as McKay for a couple episodes of Universe.
I did one episode of Universe, yeah. It was,
was it easy to go back into?
no, it was weird. I mean, I felt a little sort of nervous about it because, you know, I didn't know SGU that well. I mean, I think, you know, sort of in a way, it's sort of a point of pride not to watch the show. I was like, okay, I've done my time. I've done 5 years of Atlantis. You know, now someone else is doing it. Great. It doesn't have to be my.
Well, especially with the difference how the Universe is a lot sort of darker and more serious compared to the Universe where it was more.
Yeah, and it's not a McKay universe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really. He's. Well, but in a way, what's funny, I think the thing with the Stargate Universe is, I mean, it's beautifully acted, it's beautifully shot, it's a gorgeous show. I mean, it's really, I think the disservice that it had done to it was that it replaced something very different. You know what I mean? Like, not better. I just, you know, it's. Other than the fact that I was in it, but you know, I think the luxury that we had with Atlantis was there was the crossover. We sort of dovetailed into the Stargate franchise. If that makes sense. Like, no one had to give up their SG-1 for Atlantis. You know, there was a lot of resentment when Atlantis started, because everyone was like, "Oh, come on, it's like a knockoff. It's not really the same." And why would the hell did you put McKay in it? That's what I love. I remember going online like the first time when we first announced who was going to be in it. And I couldn't help agreeing with these people who were just like, of all the